Okay, well, let's move on and talk about another data type. Well, and there are a lot of data types we haven't covered in this course. Well, but this data type, dictionary, it's going to be the last one, and I would say this is also an important one. Okay, so, well, the long story short, well, dictionaries, well, you can consider that them as a mapping data type. That is, we want to map a group of the items to some corresponding values. Okay, well, and in Python, if you use the Python words, and they are key and the value pairs. Well, and the dictionary can be considered as a bunch of the key value pairs. So key maps to the corresponding value, and another key maps to probably another value. Okay, so if we have a collection of the key value pairs, and then we can say that is a dictionary. And using Python dictionary, we can define, we can modify, we can view, we can do lookups, and we can do delete, and then, well, this can all be done. They are all supported in Python. They are all supported in Python dictionary. Well, let's see how we can create dictionaries. And remember, well, we have already seen square brackets, right? If you are creating a sequence with square brackets, that's a list, or parentheses. If we have a sequence with the parentheses, that's a tuple. And how about a dictionary? Well, for dictionary, well, we still have one more choice. That's a curly brace, right? So, well, we can create a dictionary with curly braces. Well, and the easiest one, of course, is how about we just create an empty one? So, a empty pair of the curly braces, well, and but still you got a dictionary. Well, and then say if we want to add some key value pairs, and say we want to create a dictionary, and from English to Spanish. So the English words will be used as the keys, and then for the Spanish words, they will be used as the values. So English map to Spanish. Okay, well, those are a few words I know, not a lot. Well, one is uno, and two is dos, and three is less. Okay, so the syntax will be, well, the dictionary name, square bracket, and then we specify the key equals the value. So dictionary name, square bracket, the key equals the value. So that is how we can add a key value pair into the dictionary. Okay, so far we have created a English to Spanish dictionary with 3 English words and corresponding 3 Spanish words. So 3 key value pairs. Okay, well, and if we want to pre-plug in some of the key value pairs, instead of using this way, we create an empty one and then we insert the key value pairs one by one. How about we just want to dump a bunch of the key value pairs? And this is the syntax. We want to do the key colon value. Okay, so again, we want to use the curly braces, and well, the syntax inside the curly braces will be the key colon value, another key colon another value. Okay, and well, if you want to print that, and then you will see this curly braces and the key value pairs. Well, but here is one interesting thing. Well, when you create this dictionary and then do a print, sometimes, well, not a lot, but sometimes you may find that the sequence of the key value pairs, they may change. Well, this means 1 is always staying with uno, 2 is always staying with dos, but the key value pair of the 1 uno may not always be the first. So, well, if you want to try that a couple of times, then you might be able to see that. Well, don't be surprised, because, well, for the dictionary, that is an unordered collection of items. Okay, well, this is the first unordered collection of the items we have ever seen. Well, think about strings, think about the list or tuples. They are all ordered, right? So we can say if we are here going left, we will see the index -1, and going to the right side, we are going to see the index +1. So, well, those items are all ordered. However, for dictionary, Python doesn't really keep the order. So even though we created the three key value pairs this way, and when you want to print that, and you may find the key value pairs might be the sequence of the key value pairs might be changed. However, one is always uno. Okay. Well, and before I move on, this does remind me of a story when I was in Mexico. Before I went there, I learned very limited Spanish. Well, and I was and on one day I was taking my wife to the Chichen Itza to see the Great Pyramid. Well, and on our way, we got lost. It was because the new construction and the road was not even shown on the Google Maps. So Google Maps shows we are driving in the rainforest. So it was kind of weird. Well, but anyhow, we came to a highway booth. Well, and then I talked to the lady there, and I say I want to go to Chichen Itza. I'm lost. I don't speak Spanish, and then could you help me? Well, I spoke probably even more than that, but I'm pretty sure the lady only kept one word, which is Chichen Itza. Okay, and then well, the lady was nice enough, and then she told me blah 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 blah. Blah. I didn't understand because well, she spoke only Spanish. However, I did pick up two words. One word is uno. Uno is one, right? Another one is salida. Salida, well, this is the word I know. Salida means the exit. So, well, she told me, she points me to one direction and say, uno, blah, 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 salida, blah, blah, blah. And then, I say, okay, take the first exit, and then I will see the right way. Well, and then I did that, and I was lucky, and because I did got there, and well, it was right. So well, this is the trick of building this kind of dictionary. Well, before going to a Spanish-speaking country, and then I did put a little bit effort in building my English to Spanish dictionary. And one to uno is one of them. And then salida to exit is another one of them. Well, but in this scenario, what I use in my mind is not English to Spanish. It is Spanish to English, right? Because I heard Spanish, and when I heard the Spanish, and then I'm going to use the Spanish. For example, salida as a key. When I grab the key, and then I want to grab the value, and the value is exit, and then I can process. Okay, that is the first exit. Okay, well, this is the example about the dictionaries. Okay, so let's see how we can play with the dictionary. Well, and the first thing, we create a dictionary, so the user, which is the key, and then, well, bozo, that is the value. So the user is bozo, and then we also have the password, which is 1234. So we have a dictionary of two attributes of a user. Okay, well, and if you want to print the value using the key user, well, and this is how we do that. So D square bracket user, so we specify the key user, and then the dictionary will get the value for us. So the value for the key user will be bozo, so we are going to print bozo. And the next thing, well, if you want to use the password as a keyword, and then I'm gonna get the value, and that is 1234. Okay, well, and the next one, if you want to grab an existing key, and then you can update the value. Okay, so now I do have a key user, but when I'm assigning the value of the key user to be clown, and then, well, the key user is still here, however, the corresponding value will be changed to clown. Well, and if you want to add a new key value pair, that is the dictionary with the square bracket, the new key as ID equals 45, and then I am adding the new key 45. Well, there are two things I want to highlight. The number one, if you see this line of the code, that is, we are updating a value using an existing key. And if you see this line of the code, well, that is, we are inserting a new key value pair. What do you see? The syntax of those two cases, they're exactly the same, right? Well, another thing is, Well, we are adding a new key value pair, and that is ID 45. And if you see where is that, it's not really at the end. Again, well, as we have already discussed, well, the key value pairs, well, Python doesn't really pay attention to the sequence. Well, as long as the key always associates with the right value, and then that is okay. So let's see some of the basic operations. Well, the first one, if you want to fetch a value using the key, well, and we have already talked about that, and that is a dictionary name and then square bracket, the key name. Well, for the length, we also have the length. We can also get the length of a dictionary, and then, well, it returns the key value pairs. It returns the number of the key value pairs in this dictionary. So for this dictionary, well, probably you count a total of 6 items, right? Well, so should the length be 6? No, the length should be 3 because there are only 3 key value pairs. Okay, well, and if you want to check whether the dictionary has a key, and then you can do the D1 has key with parentheses the key, or key 1 in the dictionary, and it will give you either a true or a false. And if you want to grab all the keys, and then you will have all the keys. Okay, so well, let me try to create a new file and then do some play with some of the code here. Okay, so this should be day 22, and let me delete everything. Okay, so how about I create a dictionary for myself? So young dictionary equals and then, well, let me put something, say name, and then colon, young son, and age. Okay, well, you know how old I am. I'm 21, right? Okay, so, well, in this case, if I want to print the young dictionary, and okay, and you see my name, and then you see my age. Okay, oh, by the way, I'm not 21, but I always hope I'm 21. Okay, and then let's do something else. How about I want to add my department? Say young dictionary and square bracket, and then I want to see the department. And then, well, it should be computer science. Okay, so if I run this, and okay, I want to probably print this dictionary again. Okay, and then I got the computer science. Or if you say, okay, and Dr. Sang, and you want to get transferred to another department, and I don't know, say electrical engineering. Oops. So it should be department equals electrical engineering. So department and equals electrical engineering. So, and then, well, if you run this again, and then my department will be changed again. Well, and now, well, let me try to print the length. So the length of my dictionary, if I run this, and you are going to get a 3. 3 means that there are a total of 3 key value pairs. Okay? And well, let me come back here. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is the keys. So how about I want to print young dictionary.keys. Okay, so did I do that correctly? Yes, that's the keys. Okay, so I do have a keys. Okay, well, the next part, how about I want to check whether I have a specific key value pair? Say if I want to do a print name in Young dictionary. Well, I'm checking whether I have such a key name in the Young's dictionary, and I'm expected to have a true, right? Well, and how about I also want to check whether I have computer science in the Young's dictionary, and what do you think I'm gonna have? Okay, let me run that. Okay, so for the name, Well, I do. Well, name in the Young Dictionary, I have a true. So yes, name is indeed a key. Well, how about computer science? Well, computer science in Young Dictionary, I get it fast. Is that kind of surprising? Okay, how about, oh, I have changed it to electrical engineering. So how about I use electrical engineering instead of computer science? So let me run this again. Okay, I think I spelled engineering. Okay, let me correct the spelling. Okay, so still you have it fast. So this is a little bit surprising, right? Because I do have electrical engineering here. However, when I'm checking whether I have the electrical engineering in my dictionary, I got it fast. So the reason is when you are checking the member in a dictionary, well, Python dictionary only check whether you have such a key. Okay, so when you are checking the membership in the dictionary, Python only checks the keys for you. Python doesn't check the values for you. Okay, well, and another thing let me try is say for k in uh, young dictionary.keys. So I'm trying to do an iteration with the keys and then say I want to print the k. So well, this is a process that I can grab all the keys from the dictionary and then let me just try to print all the keys out and then let's see what are we gonna have. So we have the name, age, and department. So that's correct, right? Well, and say, well, I'm not quite interested in the key anymore. I want to get the corresponding values. How can I do that? So in this case, I want to do Young Dictionary and square bracket key. So, well, I'm using the k as a key, and then I want to use that key to grab the corresponding value. Okay, so if I want to run this again, and then I should have the young sum, 21, and electrical engineering. Okay, so here this is some of the really short and warm up code you want to do, and well, you watch me do that, and that's easy. And how about you also pause the video and try to type it by yourself? Okay, so I will see you in the next video.